Assalamualaikum and good day to all my audience. I am Siti Aisyah binti Zakaria. My topic is about ethical consideration in kidnap-based gamifications for education. First of all, I would like to excuse my voice. I'm not feeling well today. And this research is actually focused on 3 to 5 years old. In this study, assume that at this age range, they have a short attention span. Due to that, this study plan to have a tool that can student able to play game and at the same time learning. So kidnap based for education is suitable in order to cater the kinesthetic learner. By the way, in order to build technology integration in education, need to be considered the importance of ethics as well. Why? Due to security and also data transparency, so that the acceptance of technology integration in education can be easily adapted by parents, teachers, and also the community. There are three major learning styles, which are kinesthetic, auditory, and visual. Meanwhile, for kinesthetic, understanding and retentions of material are enhanced by movement or touch. When forced to remain motionless for an extended amount of time, kinesthetic learner often become disinterested. This is a result of their innate desire to be active. As a result, they would rather move while studying, for example, like stroll or dance. In addition, in order to prevent themselves from losing focus during lecture, individuals might study for a brief amount of time before getting up to move around. So kinesthetic learner take pleasure in experimenting. This result their preference for actions over reading, so that student will prefer engaging in a hand-on activity with tangible item than attending lecture. Okay, so the keyword here for kinesthetic, they are like to move, touch, and also doing action. So based on the comparative study on gamification tool for preschooler, we can see that here three tools, which is Kinect-based application, mobile-based application, and web-based application. From these three tools, you can see directly that Kinect-based application is agreed by a few of researchers saying that it is good to cater different type of audit different type of learning style. Meanwhile, for mobile-based application, most of the researcher uh, believe that it's not suitable for auditory, visual, and also the kinesthetic. And lastly, web-based application, um, the researcher believe that they are not able to cater visual and kinesthetic learner. So that due to this comparative study, this research believe that Kinect-based application is good for this major learning style, which are auditory, visual, and kinesthetic, and especially for kinesthetic learner. The importance, as I mentioned just now, in consideration in technology integration for education, the importance of ethical need to be considered also. because of privacy and data security in order to enhance the credibility and acceptance of technology in the education setting. And also, it will minimize the potential risk to build trust, ensure transparency of the data. Here is the review of gamification element and tool of teaching strategy for preschooler. There are two research questions here. What are the gamification elements and what tool can be used for teaching strategy in gamification approach? So here the tool uh, for available for these two research gamification, keynote based, mobile based, and also web based. So this is the total paper available within 2014 until 2017. Here is the validation activity instrument is interview. Activity is semi-structured interview is conducted, which consists of the following question. Question one, demographic of preschooler, for example, like age, number of student, resident, and also question number two, current knowledge of preschooler in alphabet and their syllabus. So the respondent is done by head of preschooler teacher. The duration is 1 hour. The tool used is printed paper. And second, research instrument, uh, control experiment. Two tests are carried out where respondents are required to recite the alphabet in order to test their skill in recognizing and remembering alphabet. Both pre and post test questions are asked randomly, and a 1 point will be given for each of the correct answer. So 15 preschooler become the respondent. The duration take 5 hours and 30 minutes. The tool used is kinet sensor, computer, and also printed paper. And another research instrument is observation. A participant observation is conducted to observe student engagement. The respondent is the 15 preschoolers, and the duration is within 5 hours, and the tool used is camera. And lastly, research instrument is survey. Two survey are carried out. First survey is a structured questionnaire is distributed to evaluate type of learning style, auditory, visual, or kinesthetic of the preschooler. Next is second survey. A structured questionnaire is distributed to evaluate application, usefulness, ease of use, and ease of learning and satisfaction. For preschool teacher become respondent, and 75 minutes for first survey and 30 minutes for second survey. The tool used is printed paper. So this is the result of the learning style. So due to this result, we can see that most of the students are kinesthetic learner, and this is the result for pre and post test. For pre-test, the average is 0.33. Meanwhile, the post-test is increases to 2.07. So the difference is quite big number, which is 1.73. So here we can see that Kinect-based application consistently show high effectiveness across all style, especially the kinesthetic learner. Consequently, recent study provide a strong foundations, continued development and implementations of technology-based learning tool in preschool education. By the way, there is increased focus on ethical implication of using such as data for learning and teaching. This issue involve data security and also privacy. So as conclusion, we can say that Kinect-based gamification able to improve student engagement and learning result, especially for toddlers. By the way, we need to consider the ethical issues such as gaining parental approval and protecting data privacy are critical in successful adopting this technology. So continuous study and development in this field will improve teaching practice and making more passive, participatory and beneficial for students. So that's all